So my brother is on his way to pick me up for a sibling trip. But while I'm waiting for him to pick me up, I thought I would talk to you really quickly about my little diary that I've got. So I bought this Kobanichi dupe, which is like a little diary, and I write all this stuff that I've got in, and I put loads of stickers in it, and I feel really artsy-fartsy because, you know, one of my only personal resolution for 2025 is to be more creative. But one of the things I wanted to do, I wasn't really sure. So I like filled out all of this stuff, and I need to prepare the next week. But I wasn't really sure what to do on this side because I feel like most of the stuff that I've got is down here. So I thought what I would do is I would treat it like a junk journal. So like stick loads of stuff that I've received from the week onto this side. Only because I see loads of people write all these cool stuff, but I'm not very artsy in that way. So I thought the best thing to do is, or like write a list of things that I want to do down over the week that I need to do. And then when it's done, junk journal. So that is what I'm going to do. I have just asked for journaling stuff for Harry for Valentine's Day. I was like, if you want to do presents for Valentine's Day, this is what I want. Just go onto Etsy and order a shit ton of scrapbooking and journaling stuff. But that is my first Kobanichi, not a Kobanichi, it's a kombi. But anyway, I thought I'd show that. And I'm also super close to finishing. How long do I have left on my audiobook? Hold on. How long do I have left? This is the last day of this audiobook. I've gone on about it for ages. The last day of this audiobook. I'm 64% of the way through it. 64% of the way through. So I have 7 hours and 20 minutes left. The goal is today to listen to this audiobook as much as I can during the day. But I also want to edit my video for Thursday, which is my goals for 2025. So we'll see. I have a feeling I'll listen to as much of the audiobook as I can today, and then I will finish it by reading it tomorrow. And then book groups on Thursday. Just round on the right. Oh, this is so cute. I've been listening to my audiobook and I'm so close to finishing it. The audiobook is so good. So Harry and I just moved the Christmas tree. Harry came in and was like, we need to move it now. It's bad luck. And I was like, oh my God, okay. So we had to realise how weak we are putting that Christmas tree into our loft. Every time we think we're strong and we do that, and I'm like struggling under the weight like this. I'm like, I'm not strong enough. Anyway, it's done now. So now we have my manga and graphic novel shelf plus some little crime books that didn't fit on the shelf. And I get to reorganise it because it's messy. Oh my God, something just fell over. We're good. We're fine. So here's the really messy before. And this is after, looking so much better. And then I realised I accidentally bought 2 copies of The Girl from the Other Side Volume 7. Like the idiot I am. So that's an unnecessary purchase I made. What a waste of money. Honestly.
You're
so cute.
So you can imagine my shock.
It was very funny, just being tagged like, what is...
Mum and Dad are cooking
Deadlines are closed.
for the vlog. Oh, look at that.
Is that a GoPro?
It's kind of.
Suddenly, she wants to do something, she's got planning.
Yeah, so...
Who's planning me with us to
Yeah, she's got like a screen.
I should just do it.
3 days.
Know your angles.
Remy, it's your moment, please.
That's looking right, isn't it?
Remy's!
Oh yeah, sorry. Welcome to us. Mopping up the ice cream soup.
Things I have to do. Such a difficult job.
Filthy little cake.
I'd hate to be you right now.
So I just received today some books from HarperCollins, which is incredibly exciting. I'm very thankful and grateful to HarperCollins. And it's also really exciting because these are the first books that I have got at all in 2025. I haven't bought any books so far this year, which I think is very impressive. We made 1 whole week and no book has been purchased. But I also have not received any books, which is also, this is all very incredibly exciting. And I do have a separate spreadsheet that I make notes of all the books that I buy or receive, whether that's gifts from family or friends, publishers, or any books that I buy. I make a note of it, which I'm really excited because these are the first 2 and I thought I'd show them to you. So, they're both non-fiction because I told you this was the year of reading non-fiction. So first up is Queen James by Gareth Russell. This is literally about the lives and loves of King James the First. Literally, the life and loves of Britain's first king. That's pretty. It's a very chunky one. I own another Gareth Russell book, which is the history of the palace. History of the palace, and it's the history of like the castle where loads of kings and queens have lived. I think it's just not one specific place. Anyway, so that's what that one's about. Then I also have Thou Savage Woman by Blessing Adams, which is all about female killers in early modern Britain. I love a good killer. I don't love a good killer. I love it in a good non-fiction book. But what's really good about this as well is the font's massive. I love a good big font for when I'm reading. I also own Blessing Adams' first book, Great and Horrible News as well, but I haven't read that. But yeah, very good. I'm definitely trying to read more non-fiction, and most of my non-fiction is history. I tend to read history non-fiction, and then some occasional books about books, non-fiction, but most of the time it does tend to be historical. So I've book group today, which is very, very exciting. I go to 2 book groups, a general one and a fantasy one. I obviously finished City of Last Chances a couple of days ago, which was very, very good. I literally binge listened that audiobook while playing Lego Hobbit. Incredible. And I ended up really, really enjoying it. I thought maybe kind of 3.5 stars, maybe a 4 if it ends well. And I had to stop myself from giving it 5 stars purely because I was like, you would slog through that again if you read it. So I gave it a 4.5. And I do genuinely think it's amazing. It's just audiobooking it was better for me. But we got that one. I have a feeling my book group are all going to either not finish it or say that they didn't enjoy it because it was a struggle to get through. That's my theory. I'll get back to you and let you know what they said. Then it's my general book group, which I'm attending, which we read. It's like just a general one. Everybody picks a little bit of everything. And we read Split Tooth. And I DNF'd that. And not because I didn't think the writing was beautiful and I enjoyed what I read. It's just I knew going into it was going to be dark. I should have probably checked the trigger warnings because, you know, I was going through a bit of a tough time at the end of December. That is a very depressing book to read. It is a very raw human book. I just couldn't continue reading it because it was just making me really sad. So I DNF'd it for that reason. Book group is really hard to gauge in a January when it's so cold and dreary and awful, whether people are going to turn up for book group. So we'll see. I've once held a book group where it was me and 2 others. So if I could just have more than 2, that would be ideal. But yeah, hopefully people will turn up. Fingers crossed. Look at that bad boy. Beautiful. After book group and football training, we get Thai food every single time. And the lady asked me if I wanted a mild spicy for my noodles, and she was right. I did, because I'm too scared that I won't like the spice. Okay. Thank you.
It's not as bad as that.
Harry and I today are doing a bit of a Saturday reset because our house has been hit after New Year's. We kind of just couldn't find the energy to do a big, massive house tidy. So today, that is what we're doing. I'm also planning on dropping off all of I have a bunch of books that I've unhauled that I'm going to donate to our new charity shop that's just popped up where I live, which is really exciting. I did speak to them. Ooh. Aloha. The washer disher is ready? I'm on it. You mean the washing machine?
Yeah.
No, okay. I'm done. I'll see you in a bit. It's because I've been audio booking, so he can't get hold of me. And yeah, the house just needed a really big tidy. And like, look at this study space. Not great. So got to tidy it. Hello, so I just finished. I'm making dinner. Well, I'm not making dinner. I'm doing the easy bit of dinner. I'm just chopping up a couple of vegetables. But I just finished. Ooh, someone's texting me. Oh, and my friend's getting ready for an evening. Oh, my friend is stunning. Hold on, look. Stunning. Olivia, if you see this, you're stunning. Anyway, she's asking about hair things. Anyway, I just finished The Abandoners, which was my non-fiction book about looking about how we talk about and think about women who, in order to further their career or further the betterment of their life, will sometimes abandon their children. And this always happens with non-fiction books. With non-fiction books, I start off really like, come on. I start off really invested, and then I get about halfway through, and then I get kind of like non-fiction book fatigue, and then get a little bit bored. And I will say, it's not necessarily I got bored at the end, but I was getting a bit fatigued by the end of the book. So I overall really enjoyed it. I'm just really kind of ready to move on to something else. So I'm still listening to my Mockingjay. Fuck me. I'm still listening to the Mockingjay audiobook. But I'm going to start Hungerstone next, which is by Kat Dunn, which is a Sapphic Carmilla. I don't know whether Carmilla was always Sapphic, but Sapphic Carmilla retelling set in the Peak District during the Industrial Revolution. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that will be good. I still have left to read Blackwood's Blue Sky, which a friend of mine, Tracy, she's reading at the moment and she's really enjoying it. And I still have to read Warm Hands of Ghosts and I haven't read a single manga volume yet, actually, which is very unlike me. I do have a couple of manga and graphic novels on my NetGalley app that I need to read, but I haven't got around to reading those yet. What bowl am I going to put it in? Bowl. But yeah, so I've got a couple of things that I need. Olive oil. We forgot olive oil. Don't want to have to take another mortgage out for olive oil. We're about to be incredibly sporty and go see a rugby match. Who would have thought that myself, we expect it from him, we don't expect it from me, that I'm going to see a rugby match. Are you excited?
Yes.
Fuck
Let's
yes.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Smile, Harry. Smile. What is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and welcome the home team, the Exeter team!
So I actually had the chance to speak to Ilona Maher today. It was a 10-second conversation in which her and her sister complimented my cardigan. But yeah, I saw her. I ran over. I said hello. And it was the best 10-second conversation of my life. Though the game, our team did actually lose. So, not that great.